Greetings to all Ambazonians. This is King Angel, the radical Pan-Africanist from Ambazonia. Ambazonians, 7 years going. We've been fighting this war actively for 7 years. Inactively, we've been fighting this war for over 60 years. But actively, we've been fighting this war for 7 years coming. What have we learned in this past 7 years? What have we learned from this revolution? This revolution is vital to the survival of Anglophone Cameroonians, of Southern Cameroonians, of Ambazonians. It's vital. The action taken by La République du Cameroon, the president of La République du Cameroon, that began this war with Anglophone Cameroonians or Ambazonians was a right move to put Southern Cameroon to where it is right now, to fight for her independence, sovereignty, nationhood. Anglophone Cameroonians were not the first one to pick guns against the government of La République du Cameroon. La République du Cameroon was the first to pull the guns against the people of Southern Cameroon, against the people of Anglophone Cameroonians. If President Paul Biya really saw us as citizens of Cameroon, President Paul Biya would not have decided to send military to kill Southern Cameroonians, to kill Anglophone Cameroonians, to kill Ambazonians. But because the citizens of French Cameroon, the government of French Cameroon, do not see the people of Southern Cameroon, Anglophone Cameroonians, as citizens in the so-called United Cameroon. That's why President Paul Biya decided to start this war. How the war started doesn't really matter. The fact is we are in the war, and we must see through this war so that we actually come out victorious by becoming an independent nation. That is our goal. That's our objective. And for some reason, I believe that the so-called IG groups have actually forgotten the real purpose of this revolution, which is independence. Because if they hadn't forgotten, they wouldn't be fighting among themselves. We have, 5, 6, 7 governments? So-called government, IGs, AGOVCs, acting as independent nation. But the land known as Southern Cameroon, known as Southwest and Northwest, known as Anglophone Cameroon, has not been liberated. It's not liberated. It's not an independent nation yet. So all those groups acting as government, IG, are not government. They're not government. And the people of Southern Cameroon need to realize that they are not government. They don't have to act independently without the input of the people of Southern Cameroon, which is Northwest and Southwest, which is Anglophone Cameroonians. So for us going and killing our own people in the name of Black Legs is wrong and would not help the revolution. That needs to stop. But for some reason, some people believe that killing Black Legs, going after Black Legs while you're fighting a war against a nation as La République Cameroon is vital to the survival of the revolution. But I'm telling you, it's not. We shouldn't go after Black Legs. There are many other objectives that we need to accomplish. We need to go after SEOs. We need to go after DOs. We need to go after military checkpoints, police stations, mayors, governors, offices, buildings that is controlled by La République du Cameroon. Those should be our focus. Taking out as many military of La République within Southern Cameroon, within Northwest and Southwest, within Anglophone Cameroon territory is vital in seeing the succession of an independent nation known as Ambazonia. But going after blacklegs, going after enablers, fighting among ourselves within military groups of different camps will not give us liberation. Ambazonians need to understand that the groups, the AGOVC group, the IG groups that we have, 5, 6 of them, should not fight among themselves, but should find ways to work to control territories within Anglophone region, within Southern Cameroon, within Northwest and Southwest. Instead of us fighting among each other, instead of us arresting our other military groups that are fighting in the name of Ambazonia, let those groups control their own blocks, as Cho Ayaba used to say. But Cho Ayaba wants to seem as if he's the only master of military prowess. He's the only one that is capable of controlling Southern Cameroon military. But that cannot hold, because for 7 years, AGOVC and ADF have also failed, because if they hadn't failed, how come Southern Cameroon is not liberated? If VP Yerima and Cisco Ayoktabe have not failed, how come Southern Cameroon is not liberated? We have failed in the aspect that Southern Cameroon is not liberated. It's not an independent nation. Yet we are fighting among ourselves as we are fighting the main enemy. Our focus should be on the main enemy, and any other low issue can be resolved after we defeat the forces of Light Republic, which are already inside Southern Cameroon, inside Northwest, inside Southwest. Strategies are still being used to separate Northwest and Southwest. That way, the focus should be on Northwest. But Southern Cameroon was one before becoming part of Light Republic, the Cameroon, and should remain one after liberating themselves from Light Republic, the Cameroon. We should stay focused on that goal. No military of Ambazonia should arrest another military of Ambazonia in the name of whatsoever. Have discussions, have friendly discussion, make better decisions to stay focused on SDUs, DUs, military checkpoints of Light Republic Cameroon, police station, mayors, governors. We have 2 governors and we're fighting this war for 7 years and we've not been able to take on one governor. The governor of Northwest is still in the Northwest. The governor of Southwest is still in Southwest. How come we can't take them? But we are busy fighting among ourselves, fighting blacklegs who are citizens of Ambazonia, who are citizens of Southern Cameroon, who are citizens of Northwest and Southwest. We're busy fighting to eliminate blacklegs. Meanwhile, they are DUs, SDUs, checkpoints. What logic, reason can we come up with? We cannot be fighting Light Republic Cameroon and fighting among ourselves in military groups, thinking that we're gonna win the revolution. 7 years down, there have been a lot of mistakes that have been made. Mistakes from Cho Ayaba, AGOVC, mistakes from Cisco Ayoktabe Jr., mistakes from even VP Yerima, mistakes from the other groups of IGs that came after, mistakes from Dr. Samuel Sako. We know the biggest mistake he's made is to steal money of the revolution, and he continues to perpetuate the stealing of money by creating this nonsense that he does to raise money. The money that he raised, we don't see where it goes to. The leadership of Amazonia, if they truly want to be an independent nation, if they truly want to be a sovereign nation, the leadership must keep their ego aside and work as a team for the success and independence of Southern Cameroon, of Ambazonia. That is the goal. That is the objective. That is what we want to accomplish. Not going after blacklegs. Not going after taxation. Why are you fighting for taxation? Are you fighting for an independent nation, or are you fighting to steal a little bit of money? Southern Cameroonians. The world is changing radically. And some of you are fighting this war, don't even see how radical the world is changing. But if you want to successfully liberate Southern Cameroon, all military forces must focus on 14 counties, liberate the 14 counties, and push the war across the Mongol, and push the war into La Republic of Cameroon. As a matter of fact, soldiers need to go more into La Republic of Cameroon and attack La Republic of Cameroon, as they also fight inside the 14 counties of Ambazonian. Sometimes we need to give them their own medicine. What they do to us, we need to do to them. Because they don't see us as humans. They don't see our humanity. French Cameroon citizens, French Cameroon government, French Cameroon whatever, do not see the humanity of Anglophone Cameroonians. Do not see the humanity of Ambazonians. Do not see the humanity of Southwest and Northwest people. And they will use all types of tricks to control the territory of Southern Cameroon. We've been able, collectively, as a group, it's not only AGOFC, it's not only VP Yerema, it's not only whoever that is part of this revolution that has made it impossible for the forces of La Republic of Cameroon, for the government of La Republic of Cameroon to control Southern Cameroon, to control Ambazonia. We've made it ungovernable. But we must make sure that Southern Cameroon becomes liberated. And for it to become liberated, the groups, the fractions, the IGs, the AGOFCs must work as a team. That is the goal. That is what needs to be done. And if we don't do it, and for some unforeseen reason, La Republic of Cameroon is successful in defeating us, know that no leader who likes to speak will have the opportunity, the ability to speak after La Republic of Cameroon controls Northwest and Southwest, controls Southern Cameroon, controls Ambazonian, controls Anglophone Cameroon. When La Republic of Cameroon win, no Anglophone Cameroon can have the voice to speak in the continent of Africa. Because you even speak in somewhere in Nigeria, they will come after you. But if we want to be an independent nation, being able to speak freely without fear, then we must see through that Ambazonia becomes an independent nation. That is our goal. That is our objective. And we as Southern Cameroonians, Anglophone Cameroonians, as Ambazonians, need to stay focused on that task. This is King Eju, the radical Pan-Africanist. Till next time.